Hi everybody! I'm Miss Laura and I'm here today for our elephant story time. Are you guys ready to read some books and read some rhymes? Read some books and hear some rhymes about elephants. Alright, let's start out with some basic knowledge of elephants. Things we need to know for our elephant story time today. Let's see if you can help me out. Do elephants have big ears or little tiny ears? What do you think? They have big ears, of course, right? Show me your big elephant ears. Very good. That was the first question. The next thing we need to know, do elephants have tiny little noses or big noses? What do you think? They have big noses, right? Big old trunks. Show me your elephant noses. All right, last question. Last thing we need to know before we start our story time. Do elephants have little tiny feet like a mouse that scurries around like this? Or big stomping feet that go stomp, stomp, stomp? Show me your big stomping elephant feet because of course they have stomp, stomp, stomp feet that are really big. Very good. Now remember we talked about the elephant ears. We said the elephant ears are very, very big. So go ahead and put on your big elephant ears so you can be an extra good listener for our first book. This book is called Free to Be Elephant Me. Elephant Mighty reclined on his throne at the start of the elephant games. "Impress me," he said to the little ones there, "and I'll give you your elephant names." Tradition dictated in elephant lore that all of the young ones compete to try to be better than everyone else at a certain spectacular feat. And each time an elephant managed to prove a talent or skill to the king, the monarch would give them an elephant name, an honor they all longed to win. Nina was first to try out for a name, the largest young elephant there. She pulled a whole tree from the ground by its roots and lifted it high in the air. "Amazing!" cried Elephant Mighty. "Hurrah! Your trunk is so splendid and long. I never imagined that tree would come loose. I'm calling you Elephant Strong." Young Norcus was next, so he took a deep breath, and summoning all of his might, he let out a bellow so loud and so shrill that even the vultures took flight. "Remarkable," Elephant Mighty declared. "That sound, you could hear it from space. I'm calling you Elephant Noisy. Now please settle back in your place." One by one all the young elephants came and paraded in front of the throne, and each was awarded an elephant name except one at the back on his own. "I see one more elephant hiding away. Come show yourself now," said the king. "Yes, tell me what marvelous trick you can do. Please demonstrate. What is your thing?" "I'm not really sure yet, Your Highness," he said. "It's just that I don't really know." "Oh, nonsense," said Elephant Mighty. "Come on, I command you to give me a show." So Num Num stepped forward and did a few tricks. He was trying as hard as he could, but Elephant Mighty was most unimpressed, asking, "Can't you do anything good?" "Oh dear," scowled the king. "No, that really won't do." Poor Num Num felt hopelessly small. "I should call you Elephant Nothing," he laughed. "Yes, Elephant Nothing at all." So Num Num decided to move far away, to a place where no elephants go. He trudged through the dust and the heat of the plains, his head and his tail hanging low. But soon, because Num Num was gentle and kind and was blessed with a generous soul, lions and zebras, giraffes and gazelle came and shared his new watering hole. Then one day a warthog asked, "Why are you here?" So Num Num explained what occurred. "That's nonsense," a crocodile swiftly replied, and his friends all agreed, "That's absurd." "You're good at all sorts of things, really you are. You're friendly, you're kind, and you're true. Out of all of the animals here on these plains, there's only one you. Come follow me, Num Num," the crocodile said. "Let's take you back to where you belong. And tell Mr. Elephant Thingamajig that he's not only foolish, he's wrong." The animals led Num Num back to his home, where Elephant Mighty held sway. "Excuse me, your highness," said Num Num. "It's me, and this time I've got something to say." He cleared his throat nervously, took a deep breath, then looked up as brave as can be. "I'll tell you my elephant name," Num Num said. "I want to be Elephant Me." "You want to be Elephant Me?" sneered the king, with a haughty and arrogant snort. "There's nothing about it that says what you do. That's a really ridiculous thought." "It's not," Num Num said, "because that's who I am. I may not be noisy or tough, but the hardest thing sometimes is just to be you, and to know being you is enough." To all of the creatures' astonished surprise, the king didn't bellow or shout. No, Elephant Mighty had started to weep, and a long, lonely wail came out. "You're right," cried the monarch. "It's hard to be you. And guess what? It's hard to be me. I'm tired of being Elephant Mighty all day. I want to be Elephant Free. I'm longing to do all those things that I can't, that a king's not expected to do, like dancing all night beneath only the stars, with my feet getting wet in the dew. Who cares about all these ridiculous names? What's more important by far is just to be true to ourselves every day and content with whoever we are." Elephant Me, what a wonderful thing! Now whenever we see there's a chance, let's celebrate meanness with all of our hearts. And right now, I see stars, so let's dance. The end. All right, guys, so heard a little bit about Num Num the elephant, heard a little about dancing, heard a little bit about being an elephant. Remember how we talked about they have those big ears? How they're really good for listening? I bet elephants can hear from really, really far away. So let's do our rhyme and see what they can hear. I'm going to bring out my elephant friend to join us for our rhyme. Everyone say, "Hi, elephant." And he says, "Hi," back. Now let's do our rhyme. Elephant perked up his big old ear to see all the animals that he could hear. He heard a sound from very far away. What type of animal did he hear that day? The animal said, "Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit." What kind of animal says ribbit, ribbit, ribbit? Do you know? It's also an animal that likes to jump really high and is green. It is a frog. Of course it's a frog. You guys got it. I bet you guys are pretty good at this. Let's see if you can get the next one. Elephant perked up his big old ears to find all the animals that he could hear. He heard a sound from far away. What type of animal did he hear that day? The animal said, "Ruff, ruff, 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 ruff." What type of animal says ruff, 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 ruff? A dog! Of course a dog says ruff, ruff, ruff. Maybe he heard my dog. My dog says ruff, ruff, ruff. Does your dog say ruff, ruff, ruff? Yeah. Maybe he sounds more like row, row, row. That's what my dog sounds like sometimes too. All right, let's keep going. Elephant perked up his big old ears to hear all the animals that he could hear. He heard a sound from far away. What kind of animal did he hear that day? The animal said, oink, 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 oink. Do you know what kind of animal said oink, 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 oink? It's a pink animal, sometimes, mostly. A pink animal. It says oink, oink, oink. It is a pig! You're right, it's a pig. He must have heard that pig on a farm, right? What other animals do you think he heard on the farm? I bet he heard a cow on the farm. What sound does a cow make? Do you guys know what sound a cow makes? Oh, I think I know. A cow says moo. Is that right? Yeah, a cow says moo, of course. All right, let's see. He probably heard some cows when he heard that pig on the farm, too. Let's do 2 more. Elephant perked up his big old ears to hear all the animals that he could hear. He heard a sound from far away. What kind of animal did he hear that day? This animal said, roar! What kind of animal roars big like that? Do you know? Let's hear. I hear lion. Lion says roar, yes. Tiger. Tiger says roar, yeah. Panther. Yeah, that's a good one too. All the big cats. But you know what else said roar? I think he heard a tiger that day. But you know, he might have heard a dinosaur. Because dinosaurs go roar. At least T-Rex do, you know. Maybe not all dinosaurs. Very good. Last one. You've gotten them all right so far. Do you think you can get the last one? Are you sure? Do you think that you know all the animal sounds that the elephant's going to hear? Let's see. Elephant perked up his big old ears to hear all the animals that he could hear. He heard a sound from far away. What kind of animal did he hear that day? This animal said, meow, meow, meow. What kind of animal says meow, meow, meow? It was a kitty cat! Yay! You got it right. You got all of the animals right the elephant heard. Good job. Give yourself a round of applause. Clap, 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 clap with elephant. Clap slowly with elephant. And clap fast with elephant. Go, 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 go. Clap, 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 clap. Slow. And clap. Fast, 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 fast again, fast again, fast again, fast again. Ah! Slow. And down. Reach your arms up into the sky like elephant, really high as you can reach them. Take a deep breath in. And then a big elephant exhale like this. Put your hands up in the sky again. Take a deep breath in. And a deep elephant exhale. And then all together, let's just count to 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we're ready for our next book. Our friend Elephant's going to hang out. He's going to sit right here as we read our next book. Our next book for today is called Elephant's Story. The day Gracie lost her favorite book, Elephant found it. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Oops! The words went up his trunk. They wiggled and jiggled and squiggled inside. Elephant sneezed. Choo! The letters flew everywhere. Elephant tried to put the letters back into words, but they were all mixed up. He went to his friends for help. Alligator wanted to eat the letters. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Seal wanted to juggle the letters. Don't think that's gonna work. The monkeys wanted to toss the letters. Throw them back and forth. Bear just wanted to sleep. Poor elephant. His friends were no help at all. He sniffed the letters back into his trunk and went home. Along came Gracie. She was looking for her book. There it was. Elephant was sitting on it. Gracie looked at the empty book. She looked at Elephant. "Where are my words?" she asked. Gracie pulled and pulled and pulled. And when that didn't work, she tickled his trunk. Tickle, 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 tickle. Let's do it together this time. Ready? Elephant sneezed all together. Choo! He showered Gracie with letters. Gracie showed Elephant how to make the letters into words. Together, they put the words back in the book. Then, Gracie read the words to Elephant. Once upon a time, there was, and she added some of her own, a girl called Gracie who made a new friend. His name was Elephant. The end. All right, guys. When I found out I was doing the elephant story time, I was really excited because, fun fact about Miss Laura, I have actually met some elephants. Back in 2018, when I was on vacation, I went to Thailand where I met some elephants and I learned a lot about them. I hung out with elephants for the whole day and I learned what they eat and where they go and what they like to do, and I fed them bananas and it was really fun. So I thought it would be fun to show you a cool thing that I learned about elephants. A video that I took myself of an elephant friend that I met in Thailand. I'll show you the video. You'll see. I'll talk about it a little bit in the video while it's going on. But it's about a little elephant who is putting mud all over himself. That would sound fun, right? We just put mud all over ourselves and got super, super messy. Well, that's what you're going to see the elephant do. He's going to put mud all over himself so that he can keep cool, so that he can protect himself and his skin. And then later on, he goes into the water and he washes off. But take a look at this video, say hi to the elephant, and then I'll meet you back here for our last book. See how the elephant sprays mud all over his body? The mud helps keep insects away from him as well as protects him from the hot sun. It helps him keep cool and helps him from getting sunburned. How fun would it be to jump in a pile of mud like that? Wasn't that a fun video? That was a super nice elephant that I met that I'm really happy that I got to share with you today. But it is time for our last book. This book is called Little Elephant Listens. Remember, I told you they have those big ears, so they're probably really good at listening. This book is about that. Little elephant uses his big ears to listen. He listens to Papa Elephant say, "Time to eat." Yum, 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 yum. Lots of food. He listens to Brother Elephant say, "Time to play." Vroom, vroom, vroom. He listens to Mama Elephant say, "Time for a bath." Splish, splash, splish, splash. He listens to Papa and Mama Elephant when they say, "Time for bed." And at bedtime, everyone else listens to little elephants snore. The end. Speaking of time to play, time to sleep, time to eat, it is time for our goodbye song. Thank you for hanging out with me today and our elephant friend. I'm going to get my elephant friend back out here so that he can help us with our goodbye song. It goes like this. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink an eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. All right, everyone, say bye, elephant. Bye, everyone. See you next time.